Once upon a time, Polly ran frantically through the dark forest of fear and doubt until one day she slowed down enough to notice the trees were beautiful. The more she noticed the trees, the less she saw the darkness. She discovered she was in an olive grove rather than a forest. This is when she uncovered her magic truth. Polly's purpose is to shine in every way. Welcome to her manifesting success story. Hello and welcome to this episode. I am your host, Cassie Parks, and I am back with Paulie for her 15th interview in her Years of Growth series. Welcome, Paulie.
Hello. I'm always amazed at the number of interviews that we've made together.
It is amazing, and it's so much fun because we get to talk about something new. There's something deeper. Obviously, you're moving closer to your future self. Amazing things are happening. So let's just start there. Tell us what's awesome.
So many things are awesome that we're going to talk about. One that I'm so happy about is my upcoming birthday in two days.
Yay!
And yes, and the difference from all other years to this birthday, where it's been so joyful and so nice. And of course, I feel like this is the last birthday of I think my life is going to change drastically the next year. I think this might be, in hindsight, the last birthday of an era. And then I'll be completely different in a year from now. And it'll be so exciting to talk then about my next birthday.
Oh my gosh, yes. I can totally see that. And I would love you to talk about the difference in sort of that feeling of like, this is going to be different, like my life is going to be hugely different versus maybe when you started and you wanted it to be different, like every year was sort of hoping it would be different.
Yeah, every year, every birthday has always been, I hope this is a good birthday. I hope this is a good birthday. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if it was such a great birthday? And this time I've had none of that. And what's really special is the last 3 or 4 birthdays, my boyfriend has had to travel, so I got to spend time with him before my birthday, but never on my birthday. And this time I'm flying to be with him on my birthday, and he's going to be there. And not only that, but people are flying in or driving in to be with me on my birthday without me even having to say anything or ask for anything. And my sister and my mom celebrating me today by going to get tapas. And it's just so cool that I didn't ask for, I mean, I did in the past, but this time it all came to me it just came to me, and I didn't even need it or want it. And it's been really, really nice.
Of course it did. That's amazing. I love it. I am so excited for you, and I'm so excited for the stories that we're going to be telling next birthday. It's so awesome. So let's start. Let's start there. Let's start with amazing things that are happening in your voiceover world. Let's talk about that. Let's celebrate that.
Yes. So I woke up today to an email confirming. I want to read you how it starts because I thought it was so cool. It's like, "Dear Polly," I have it right here. "Dear Polly, the time has come to formalize a relationship with respect to your reading of the audiobook." And I love the formality. Like, the time has come. And I love it's very LOA. Like, of course the time has come. It's all aligned. And the email, of course, it's setting up the formality, but it's also telling me that my profit, how do they put it? My profit participation has doubled. So instead of getting this percentage, I'm actually getting double that percentage. And they're asking, is that okay? Which is amazing.
Okay?
Yeah, is that okay that we doubled? And what's so nice about this email is like the clarity of it and how they're breaking it down, almost like they went the extra step to make it extra clear for me. So, and something we've been practicing on the calls with everyone on the Enchanted Circle is that I'm always taken care of. So it's, and this is the biggest job of my life thus far, and it's going to lead to what will be the most epic birthday next year, and who I will become. And it's just so beautifully done, and so respectful, and so simple, but so clear, and so taken care of.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that you've even tied that part in because I hadn't made that connection. I was celebrating all the things about it. And you're right. It is so true. It's that you've really learned to let go and be taken care of and not, oh, I have to follow up. I have to do this. I have to make sure, right, this happens. And here it is in this very grand, like the time has come for us to take care of you and honor you and make this official. And I just love that.
I love it too. Just, and I hadn't really paid attention to the beginning until I read it out loud to you before.
Mhm.
But just the elegance of it, it's almost like the trumpets are coming out, like the
Yes.
red carpet is being rolled out. The time has come. I love that image.
Oh my God, it's amazing. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited for when we get to tell like what's next of that and what's next of that. So stay tuned.
I know. And Cassie, you've been my partner in crime because you know everything and can't say anything.
Right?
So it's so funny. Like, it's so cool that you and I have gotten to celebrate the tiny little things that are with
Mhm.
actually pretty big things. So it'll be so much fun when the whole world knows um,
Yes.
that, you were there with me celebrating and didn't say anything.
Yes, and just kept my mouth shut.
Exactly.
I love it. Well, let's switch gears for a little bit because part of this is also, creating the path and making the path super easy to what's next and what's awesome in your life. And one of the things that we did is you recently started Manifest 10K again, and we did the things that we always do. And we got really clear on your $10,000 list. And we talked a lot about what you want to do and sort of being in this future place of like, oh, I can't wait to be this person, and what you would actually do in your current reality when $10,000 showed up. And so will you talk a little bit about that and some of the lessons that we had and what you took away from it?
Yes. I was so hard-headed on this one. I feel like, there's really difficult concepts that you've made it easy for me to,
Mhm.
to take in and fly with. And for some reason, this one was a little bit more dense for me to take in. So I was doing my 10K list as if I was already a millionaire,
Mhm.
and just and what I want to do when I'm a millionaire is be able to give away $10,000, no problem. So my 10,000 K list was, oh, I'm going to give this money away. And Cassie, you're like, but no, but like, what do you want to do with it? Because what I didn't realize is it's almost like I added the extra step of what I wanted to want to do
Mhm.
versus making it current and um, like being so present with the list that actually doing that, that's the step that was missing for me to get to the place of being able to give away $10,000. So I thought I had to step into the way, like the way future of being able to be this philanthropist. Uh, but what I learned was what I'm going to actually do with the money, like right now, which is pay my rent, pay my lessons, pay my everything that I'm doing right now for expanding into an artist and French classes and ballet and all of that. Actually, when I'm doing that, and um, and then actually do it, because in the first time I did manifest 10K, I had a list that I didn't, and you called me on it. I didn't do any of it, which was like, take my managers to this, glorious, expensive lunch, and that never happened. Um, but what was really cool was I paid my rent in advance. I invested into all these classes and I put money into the stock market, which is what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
And I think it was a week and a half later, another $10,000 showed up. And
Yes.
and then I was like, "Oh, that's how it works." It's like we get further by stepping into something deeper versus leaping into something that's way above us, way above our
Yes.
heads. But yeah, so it's like, "Oh, okay, I get it." So I honor these $10,000 is what I actually am going to do with them. Even though, because I think for me the issue was it wasn't exciting to have to pay my rent.
Mhm.
And what I didn't understand that it's like honoring what I'm doing with this amount currently, and that's what's going to
Mhm.
bring in the bigger things. It's almost
Yes.
like making space to step into the bigger stuff. But I was skipping steps.
Yes, absolutely. And I love that you've gotten that lesson. And I want to talk about that excitement because I think there was an old belief about how to do LOA that it had to feel really exciting or it wasn't like the right answer. And so you were trying to make it, that was part, you were trying to make it exciting versus paying your rent might not feel exciting, but it does feel good. And it is what you would do when 10,000 shows up. And then you'll pay more when the next 10,000 because of who you're becoming and how you're preparing and you're working on becoming a greater artist. And that is where you want and need your focus to be right now.
Yes. I also just got a big aha moment. It's, you always tell us to take care of ourselves first. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're number one first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in my 10K list, what I wanted to do is take care of somebody else before I was taking care of myself.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I can't be the person that gives away 10,000 if I'm not the person that puts myself first.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to become the person that can and does give away 10,000. So it's like the whole putting the mask over your own face before you help the child or the person next to you on the plane. Um,
Yes.
so it is about taking care of ourselves first to become the person that is more, um, can add more value to other people.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that is such a big aha and something that is so crucial to LOA because if we're also not going to attract things that like don't take care of us or don't feel good because what we're saying when we don't take care of ourselves first is, on some level I'm not worthy, like, oh, I need to take care of they're more worthy of the face mask than I am, right? Yeah. Yeah.
And the work we've done together, I have seen how taking care of me first has shifted dynamics all over in my family or
Mhm.
friends. And so I know that I trust with the 10K list that's the right, not the right thing, but it's the meaningful, the profound thing to do is take care of myself first.
I love that. It is so true. And it makes all the difference. And it makes all the difference just on so many levels because we are taking care of ourselves and like going back to, what honoring that 10,000 is, if the universe said, "Oh, okay, here's 10,000," but you wouldn't give it away because you'd be like, "Ah, no, I'm not okay," right? And so then automatically we're out of alignment. Or you could force yourself to give it away, and then it would just cause this whole other out of alignment thing, right? And so, um, yeah, getting that clarity is so important, and honoring the whole journey. And I love what this is opening up for you.
Oh, 100%. I just got the image of like a hot potato, like the universe is like, here's 10,000. I'm like, oh no, you take it,
Right? Like, no, don't
Like,
don't
ew,
land
ew,
on
no,
me.
yeah, exactly. Versus like, yes, I like owning it and loving, covering myself in like the love and abundance of all of it. And then it's
Yes.
like, all right, here you go. Here's more.
Uh
Versus
huh.
like, pushing it away, which I
Hmm.
feel is what I would have been doing if I was just giving away my 10,000.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that. Um, I want to talk a little bit, shift gears. Of course, we can come back to that if you have any. Is there anything else you want to add about that lesson?
Just that I feel like it's going to keep coming up. Like
Mhm.
the 10,000s going to keep coming up. And there will be a time where you'll be like, okay, you can give this away now.
Yeah.
Now it's the right time. Like now it's the aligned time to give it away. So
Hmm.
that'll be another, I'm sure I will learn a lot from that when that happens.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I'm excited for it because we're even having more and more lessons with the feelings, which I'm sure we'll be talking about next time because that'll um, come back around and do all that. And I just want to take a quick update or check in, and I'd love to hear how you've grown in terms of inspired action and responding to people. And I think this ties into sort of how we started, right? But I just would love an update or what you feel like you're learning or how you've grown in those areas.
Tremendously. The biggest way that I keep stepping into my future self is
Hmm.
the doing nothing until I can't do it. That's
Yes.
I'm happy and relieved that that was a lesson that I've really honed in on
Hmm.
because I really don't do anything until I have, or it's like it just happens.
Uh-huh.
So and stepping into that lesson constantly, whether it's like, do I email them or do I not, or um, it's never failed to be on my side, to be, the doing nothing, because then I get this email that the time has come and I didn't do, I had questions about what was going to happen, but I know when to just have the question and leave it unanswered,
Mhm.
and when to force a question, or force an answer to happen. So that's and I can see how in the very near future all of this practice is going to be explosive for the near future.
Absolutely. I love it. Very cool. What are you looking for? We're recording this October 26th, 2020. So, what's the biggest, what are you most excited about in the new year? Or,
Oh, what am I most excited? I feel like everything that's happening right now, there's this awareness of you better enjoy this so much now, because
Mhm.
something's going to change. Just enjoy it so much, because things are going to be so different, and I'm going to step into very, very different space, um, and yeah, just enjoying right now. Like, no, the fact that I can be on so many calls on the Enchanted Circle,
Mhm.
I think maybe I won't be able to do so many calls in the near future,
Mhm.
because I'll be in rehearsal, or I'm going to be doing what I was, everything that we've put into motion.
Mhm.
So I feel like I'm going to get to travel, and I'm going to do all the things I love to do, but things are going to be very different. So enjoy it. Just really, really enjoy it. That's what I keep telling myself.
Uh, that is such good advice. And I totally remember that in certain moments of my life where it was like, just really enjoy this moment, because it isn't going to, it's like the moment before the big shift, and things won't be this way again. They will be amazing. And it's still like, just soak in all of this. So I am so glad that you're feeling that, have been inspired to do that, because it's so powerful. And it's also, I think, one of the indicators, like, that the thing is coming. Like, it's almost, now you can't stop it. You put so much energy, so much good momentum, and you've become this person that you're in this moment where it's inevitable.
I love that. And it's so cool, because let's say, like, what's going to happen wasn't going to happen. But I
Hmm.
think because and with you helping me, I've been telling myself, oh, something's coming, something's coming, something is coming. It doesn't, like,
Yes.
maybe it's not what I thought it was going to be, or whatever an idea of what I thought was going to be. Maybe it's completely different, but I know that something really big and really wonderful is going to happen, because that's how, like, everything, that thing that you said, it's unstoppable now,
Hmm.
and the fact that we were able to create this, no matter what happens, and it's going to be great, is it's coming. It's happening.
Yes. Oh, like, just hearing that detachment in your voice, both like being, that is where magic, and that is also how I know it's inevitable, because you've reached that point where you've become the person. And so the thing is coming no matter how it looks. And that certainty and that unattachment, it's the magic. Like, that's where the magic happens.
Yeah, and it's so cool, because I remember where I came from, like, controlling everything,
Yes.
to, like, the biggest thing that could, that I've ever dreamed of is around the corner for me, and being able to be detached from that is, or at least know how to be detached, or learn
Yeah.
how to step into the detachment, if
Hmm.
even in the midst of doubt, which I feel will always be there,
Yeah.
um, but even in the midst of any kind of doubt, knowing, like, but you know how this works, you know how it works, like, you've practiced it and it's never failed. So so it's only going to get better and better. Always
Yes.
works out that way.
It always works out that way. And of course, that's happening. And you've practiced for this big thing. And so, if it's something bigger, that is amazing. And I'm so excited for you.
I know, I'm so excited. It'll be better than I think we can both imagine.
I agree. um, Oh, I love it. Anything else that you want to make sure to share today or celebrate today?
Yes, actually, there's a few things. One is the book that just came out that was written by Audrey Hepburn's son and daughter-in-law called Little Audrey's Daydream. It's a children's book, and it's so it's wonderful. And the audiobook that will be coming out really soon, so that'll be fun to tell everyone all about it.
Yay, that's awesome.
Yeah, I
So
know.
excited. You can hear Polly's voice there. And yeah, that's the audiobook.
Yes, this is the audiobook. Was that I get to voice little Audrey, and it was a
Mhm.
part of the Audrey Hepburn exhibition for her 90th birthday that was in Brussels and was in Amsterdam. So it's so
Oh,
cool.
it
Yeah.
is so cool. And that was a surprise, right? I don't know if we talked about that because in a thing, but walking and knowing you had recorded that and then walking in and it being in this exhibition, what did that feel like?
Oh man, it wasn't even that. It wasn't the fact like walking into the exhibition. It was the like how it unfolded. Like the
Mhm.
dream was seeing my name, like it said, Audrey Hepburn by Paulie Rojas, which
Right.
is like the ultimate. But wasn't even like it was not like it had already happened because we'd
Yeah.
practiced already stepping into that. It was the fact that my good friend and Audrey Hepburn's granddaughter was the one that said, "Oh my God, this has happened!" Like how I got the news, how I was
Yes.
asked to do it, everything that involved that moment, the lead up to that moment, was the magic for me, and it's so cool because being so result oriented to be able to say, "Oh, the result wasn't the most." Of course, it was exciting. It was everything that led up to it, which was magic.
Ugh, I love hearing that because it's so true. When you get there, you realize, like, oh, it's even better that I heard it from this person or that this happened or how it unfolded or then that you got to be there a couple of months later. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that it's almost like you gave me permission to give myself the chance to enjoy not just the result, but everything before.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. So good. Anything else you want to make sure to share with listeners today?
Um. Well, I'm so excited that my brother's taking a workshop this on Sunday. So it'll be in the past. It'll when this
Yeah,
airs. But I'm so excited that he's gonna meet you. I think I can't imagine a cooler relationship between like a brother and sister, like siblings that are aligned.
Mhm.
And given like our history and like we share the 100% of the same DNA. I think it's so cool that he could start doing this work too.
That is so amazing. I am so excited to have him in class. I'm so excited about that journey too, about, really just letting that unfold too. And I'm excited to meet him. And yeah, what a cool relationship to have a brother and a sister that are aligned that way and get to enjoy like speaking the same language and celebrating and just like having that person on your journey with you.
Absolutely, yeah. So excited.
Amazing. Well, tell everyone how they can follow your amazing life on Instagram, how they can connect with you.
Of course. So you can follow me on Instagram. It's Paulie, like Paulie, Paulie_Golightly. And it's a play on words with Holly Golightly from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I love it. Thank you, Polly, for sharing this moment in your journey with us. And thank you all for joining us today. Make sure to come back and check out what else is awesome in Polly's life next time. The telling of stories is so powerful, both to the person telling it and the person receiving it. Since 30,000 BC, we as humans have told stories to teach and guide. And now we, with Manifesting Success Stories, hope to inspire you to what is possible in your own life. If you want more manifesting success, go to moremanifestingsuccess.com, where you'll find links to anything we've talked about on the show. Thank you for joining us today, and remember, you have the power to write your own happy ever after.